Newest member of the Suns joins us here on the Burns Gambo show, and that is Thaddeus Young. Joins us here on Arizona Sports, the flagship home of the Suns. Thaddeus, I'm Dave. This is Gambo. Welcome to the show. We appreciate the time, and welcome to Phoenix, man. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Happy to finally get signed and get with the team so we can start working.
Yeah, finally in Phoenix. I mean, I go 2019, 2021. 2014. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 times. I've been doing this show for 27 years. There's at least 4 different years where you were tied to coming to the Phoenix Suns, weren't you?
Yeah, for sure. That was the first thing. Once I got on the phone with James and Coach, that was the first thing. Like we said, like finally, like we have a chance. We have a chance to get together and finally, do work together. So, this is a great time and a great experience. I'm happy to be, a Phoenix Sun, and I'm just ready to get to work.
What do you think was the closest you came to coming to Phoenix in previous years? Were you ever very close to coming here?
Yeah. I mean, there was a long time ago with the Sixers. I was close to coming to being traded to Phoenix, between Phoenix and Houston. Those trades fell through at the deadline. And then most recently was with the San Antonio Spurs right before I went. I was traded to Toronto. They were talking to San Antonio to try to get a trade going for Dario Saric. I want to say like Langston Galloway and maybe one other player or something like that. Sticks from
Indiana.
The Pacers at the time.
Yeah, remember that as well. Thaddeus Young, our guest here on the Burns Gambo show. He's in Dallas with the team as they get ready to take on the Mavs. You chose the Phoenix Suns in the buyout market. You chose to come to this team. Tell our audience why. Tell our audience what was it about the Sun situation that appealed to you. Why did you choose Phoenix?
Simply because I felt like it was the best fit, for me to come in and, not only just play, but, help with mentoring young guys as well, because, we have a lot of young guys on the bench that's going to play some big minutes for us, as well as coming and helping the team, when, we've decided to go into that small ball lineup, with, smaller five, which could be me. I have the ability and a certain skill set to be able to come out of those double teams when K is getting doubled, or you have Dev getting doubled, or Brad getting doubled, to be able to make reads and plays out of the double team, and make the right decisions. And then I think another thing was the defensive versatility that I can bring to the team. Being a small ball five, or going in at that 4 spot, gives us another dynamic on the defensive side of the basketball.
We kind of looked through when you agreed to come with the Suns, we looked at your stat page, and one thing that kind of jumps off of the page is that, and not that it's your responsibility, but a lot of the teams that you have been on haven't enjoyed deep runs in the playoffs or a ton of success. Was that a factor, knowing that you were joining a team that at least had the potential to make a big run come April and May?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, a big factor, being in, the time I've been in the league and going with a team that has, some veteran experience with a lot of firepower, but a team that I can complement very well to where, I can go out there and, be able to, help, do the job to get wins, as well as, potentially help get us to the championship.
What do you think about small ball 5 in the NBA today? How efficient is it? Can it work against just about everybody, or is it just better suited for limited times?
I think it's. You've seen teams in the past, go small ball 5 and make it to the championship, and then and make it to the conference finals. I think that's the thing that's going to be a determinant factor now with teams, because. You start playing that small ball 5. Now teams are playing faster against, teams with bigger fives. And the game doesn't slow down. It only gets faster. So now you force teams to kind of match up with you, as opposed to you having to match up to the other team. I think it does play a big role and a big factor in getting wins and helping teams get past certain teams in certain rounds.
2007 NBA draft. Man, that was a long time ago. Kevin Durant,
Right.
Al Horford, Mike Conley, Jeff Green, so many guys like yourself still playing. You get to match up and play with Kevin Durant, who is also, of course, in that draft class. What's it going to be like for you to play with KD?
It's gonna be great. We're very familiar with each other just from our high school class. We were McDonald's All-Americans together, Hoop Summit game together. We also were Jordan game MVPs together. So we're very familiar with each other. We've had a long withstanding relationship, a friendship that has went 20 or so years. So for us, I think it's always going to be great. It's always great when you can get guys who are familiar and comfortable with each other. But, I've, known EG for a while. I've known Dev for a while, so, just knowing these guys, knowing Brad for a while. And then we all have AAU programs as well. So we see each other in the summer, when we're with our AAU programs and moving around with those guys. So, just being, in the mix with those guys for previous years, and now we get a chance to play with each other on the same team is huge.
Thaddeus Young, our guest here for a couple more moments on the Burns Gambo show. In terms of an expectation from you about the team that you just joined, do you have an expectation on how many minutes a night you'll get? Have you been told how many minutes you'll get a night? Does that not matter that much to you? Where do you fall when it comes to what your expectations are of what they think in terms of how often you're going to play?
Honestly, for me, I told Frank this and I told James this, I'm a whatever it takes type guy. So, whatever it takes, if it's nights where I'm not playing, hey, so be it. I'll figure out other ways to, stay engaged with the game and help guys, young guys on the bench and stuff stay engaged in the game. If it's nights where I'm playing, I'm going to give you my all 100%, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to help us get that win. So, I'm a whatever it takes type guy. I've, seen a lot of basketball, played a lot of basketball. It's probably only two guys on the roster that's played over 1,000 basketball games, and that's probably me and KD. So, like I said, I've seen a lot, and I understand, what the role is and what's needed at certain points in times. And, they're giving me, free will to be able to speak to guys and talk to guys and coach guys up, but also when I'm in the game to be able to, tell them and give them my thoughts on what I see.
I'm fascinated by that answer. As an older player, I could see how that works for you. A lot of the younger players, when you're bought out, you want a guarantee. I want to know I'm going to play 20 minutes a game. I'm worried about my next contract. I can't come here and sit the bench. I need to know that I'm going to get 15, 20 minutes a game and be a part of it. It's a little bit different for you then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always been a guy that, puts in the time and the work and the effort and just trust the work that I put into my craft. As long as I keep that faith and that trust in my craft, then things will pan itself out. For me, it's just a matter of just continuously, being ready at all times, and whatever time is given for me to go out there and have the opportunity, just seize the moment and take advantage of it.
Well, we were joking about this with Eric Gordon when he joined us a little bit ago about how it to Gambo's point, it does seem like we've been talking about him joining the Suns for forever. It seems like we've been talking about you joining the Suns for a long, long time, Thaddeus. So welcome to the team. Welcome to town. Good luck to you guys tomorrow against the Dallas Mavericks. We really appreciate your time today, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Thaddeus.
Thaddeus Young joining us here.
A great
on
conversation.
the Arizona Sports Line. Yeah, that was and
almost traded for Dario Saric, Langston Galloway, and Jalen Smith. He just basically spelled it out.
He did. Yeah, he pretty much did. But no guarantee of minutes. No, I need to play X number of minutes a night from Thaddeus Young. And I don't know if I expected him to say that there would have been, but it's pretty obvious that there might be some nights he doesn't play, and he's cool with that.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.